everyone. Let's begin our CISM question of the day series. So today we will discuss with one question and analyze the answers and we'll fix the correct answer here. So let's begin. So today's CISM question of the day is, which of the following components of an information security risk assessment is most valuable to senior management? Is it residual risk? Is it return on investment, that is ROI? Is it mitigation actions? Or is it threat profile? So let's discuss the answer. You see, the keywords are here is most valuable and senior management. These are the two keywords. So senior management is basically responsible for making risk-based business decisions, and they will determine whether the remaining risk is acceptable to the organization. Okay, so the most valuable output here of a risk assessment is the residual risk, because the residual risk is the level of risk that remains after existing controls and mitigation measures have been applied. So residual risk will help senior management to decide whether to accept the remaining risk, right? And now, in addition, invest in additional security controls. So let us discuss the other options. So here, that option B is return on investment. This is not correct actually. So ROI basically measures the financial return from an investment. So while management considers financial performance, risk assessments are intended to support risk decisions, not investment return calculations. For security initiatives, organizations often use return on security investment rather than a traditional ROI. The next option is C, that is mitigation actions. This is also not correct, because mitigation actions describe how identified risks can be reduced. However, before deciding whether to implement additional controls, management first needs to know what level of risk will remain after those actions. So, residual risk is therefore more valuable than the list of mitigation options. And option D is threat profile. This is also not correct, because what is a threat profile? A threat profile identifies potential threat actors, right? So threat sources, attack methods. It is useful for analysts and security teams, but senior management is generally more interested in business risk than technical threat details. So always keep in mind that CISM principle is what? Management always owns the risk. So management cares most about residual risk. And it also, please remember the memory trick, that managers don't manage threats. They manage residual risks. So thank you for today's CISM question of the day. So we will discuss another CISM question in next. Thank you.